All right, cool. All right, all right, all right. All right, cool. Hello, everyone. Good to see you tonight. We're a little early. We're just going to hang out for a few minutes. I would play music, but you know what? YouTube gets a little upset, or the people get upset for the music I play. It's very easy, simple music. It's nothing crazy. Anyways, just want to say I would play some music, and I'm not going to sing to you, but if I do play some music, they'll go ahead and cut it off. Also, tonight, we have my mascot, my little dog, my little doggy. He's a soul. Look at him. He's a crazy dog. He's looking at you. There he is. All right. Anyways, well, I just want to tell you guys tonight, boy, it is really crazy, crazy. It's been one crazy day. And let me tell you, one thing about this is, guess what? It's awesome. This is one reason I'm saying, because when you have and run your business, sometimes things go a little wacky. But here's one thing I want to tell you, is that when you have corporate credit, you're able to do many things. Man, we're over here and the pipes busted because of the weather. Man, we had things we had to do. Oh my God. So with that said, we'll leave things alone here. Anyways, I'm laughing at Facebook because Facebook, it always says live video interrupted. Broadcast has been paused. It should resume shortly. Man, tell Facebook to stop lying. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn off Facebook and I'll stick with YouTube. You guys are really the greatest. Facebook people, you're okay, you're good, but I feel sorry for you because I don't know what the heck's going on, but yeah, I don't know. They've been weird lately. So all I can say is that awesome possum. That's all I can say. I'm gonna move this thing to the El Trasho and Facebook. Yeah, it's done. All right, now Facebook people they lose out. I have to go ahead and give them a rebroadcast, not live. All right, cool. Everything would be live, but guess what? It's not in Facebook. I tried Facebook and it always says doing some weird stuff. I have no idea what it's doing. All right, well, tonight we're gonna go ahead and be a little early tonight. I just want to let you guys know that we're just early and waiting. Not waiting, I'm just kind of, I would sing, I would play music, but I'm not gonna sing. So the music they don't want us to play because they don't, even if I have a license thing, they say that you can't play it. So you know what, YouTube, guess what, YouTube? I can tell you something, but I don't want to say it. If I say it on live, people might take it the wrong way. But on Facebook, I have no idea why it goes on there and it says it starts streaming and it says interrupted. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, and with my tech guy and everything else. So, anyways, my dog wants to say again hello and hi to you guys. Hello. I'm not sure if you can see the doggy or not, and if you can, cool. If not, okay, cool. It's Pablo. All right, so there's Pablo there. Okay, cool. All right, so now let's see. Let's go on down to Dodge City. Let's go quickly. Let's do some things to make a difference in your world. Tonight, I'm going to see what I can go ahead and give you. If I can give you a lot of good information that you can put into use. Even though if you don't use it with us, you can put it into use for yourself. But tonight, what I want to say to you is this. We've had people in our camp that have been sick. They've had the coronavirus. The COVID, whatever you want to call the thing, Corona 19, Corona 55, all that stuff. So with that said, I just want to say hello, you guys, and let's get rolling. There we are. All right.
Hello,
Now,
hello.
what I want to say with you, all of you, is this. Remember most of these things. Whether you come in late or you come in early, you're still going to learn something. But one thing I can always say to you is this.
Hello.
All right. All I can say to you is this. Remember, you're always going to be convicted of something. You're either going to be convicted of being successful or you're going to be convicted of being not doing what you need to do. Remember, and it's not good or bad when you say the word convicted. It also is not bad if you say, guess what? If you're been imprisoned by it, because all of us are in prison one way or the other. You're either imprisoned by what you're not doing or you're imprisoned by what you have not done. So what I want to let you know is this, is one most powerful thing that a person can do is remember that they're not in a box. You do not live in a box. A box has only been created by you, and you let society dictate it to you. You let your family, you let your parents, you let your friends, you let your neighbors. You worry about what other people are going to think about you. That's living in a box. You were born with true freedom, freedom of choice, not freedom of being coerced into believing something because people keep telling you and telling you. You have people around you that are negative and always saying this won't work, or telling you negative stuff that gets into your spirit, and then you become it. Some of you act like you're the exorcist. One day you're loving, the next day you're going crazy. Your head's spinning around. You're spitting out the guacamole sauce. Now you're the exorcist. You got all the whole ugliness of you being in you. Why? Because you don't have a plan. A plan means you have something that you're moving forward to, and you're not going to let nobody get in the way of telling you how to think, or telling you, no, this my world's this way. Oh, poor me, lions and tigers and bears. My life sucks. I'm always sick. Forget all that, folks. This is the reason why some people make it and some don't. Let me tell you, a lot of people complain about the one percenters. The one percenters are because they don't listen to the opinions of sheep, and they don't lose sleep over opinions of sheep. Remember, when anyone tells you anything about you, it's just their darn opinion, and that's the opinion of themselves. They're reflecting what they feel about themselves inside, because if they truly love themselves, they would never, ever attack you. Remember this, folks. I've lived it. I've been through it in my younger days. My God, in business, my first time starting, I'm telling you, it was crazy. Trying to figure out the corporate stuff. You got people telling, oh, that's not going to work out. Don't listen to that. But yet, these guys that were telling me this were opening up businesses down the street. 1 year later, they closed down and be open across the street and in a different name. They would never really tell me why. This is back in the early 80s. People always keeping secrets from you. Here, I'm telling you, corporate credit, we're not going to keep any secrets from you. Here's the thing. We'll tell you what works. Now, how it works, you've got to join the class. I hate to tell you. I mean, that's just the bottom line. If you don't want to, that's up on you. It's like when you go to college. The professor's going to give you all the information, but it's your job to dig for it. So now remember all this. Remember what I'm telling you is not all facts what I just shouted out to you. I'm saying this to you because some of you are on the edge of life, hoping and wishing. I mean, hoping and wishing that this will be different, and whatever this is. Some of you speak so non-specific. How do you ever expect to get anything out of your life when you say, well, I need this. What the heck is this? Well, that thing over there. What thing over there? That doesn't make any sense. You've got to remember, any book that you read, I don't care if it's the Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon. You have Vincent Norman Peale, I believe. Those people, if you read their books, is always in the moment. It's always in the present. It's not like, well, someday. See, a lot of you think I'm making up about the book, but I have it with me. I always go through it. But one thing I go through the most, because you can take any of these books, but I can tell you where they got the information from. I can tell you what they got the information from. Y'all want to know? Anybody curious? Anybody have any idea? Anybody even care? Well, here I'm going to have you care anyways. Here's the book. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to hold it out again. Hold it up. Here it is. This is the book. This is the book. For some reason, it's not coming out on the thing. The book by Napoleon Hill. The book from Napoleon Hill. So, with that said, I want to let you know that's the book. But here's the main book that I always pay attention to. That's where they get their information from. Any book you've gotten, anything Tony Robbins said, any of those workshops, I've been to a lot of them. Like that one guy that's on YouTube now, telling he's been to all of them, well, this and that. And the truth is, a lot of you spending money on getting motivated. Why are you spending money getting motivated if you're already deflated? You have a hole in your inner tube. You got to patch that hole first. You've got to start beginning to learn to catch your thoughts. Is this thought the thought I had? Is it originating thought that I really had? A lot of you don't even go to that level of extreme to start beginning. If you're really going to work on yourself, you got to begin to understand it all is going to start from within to without. Remember, everything you think sometimes might not be an original thought. And a lot of people get offended when I say that. Even myself, I have to say, is this my original thought, or is it, where did I grab that from? Because if it doesn't feel right, that means I grabbed it from someplace. Because I didn't ever made it up. So I have to ask it. Because remember, we've been on this planet for billions, I don't know, I'm making the number up when I say billions, but a very, very long time. And I promise you, these guys that are inventing things have already been invented. They just tweak them. Like the real estate market I keep telling you folks about. I had some people that came to us, to go ahead and do their business and stuff, and I'm laughing because some of the stuff they're paying for these people to go ahead and do their contracts, and the contracts are the same one that I had since in 85, 89, 95, and pretty close to the ones we used in 2000. I'm going laughing, wow, how much you pay for that? They paid like 574 or 597 or something like that for a program. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the information is bad, but if you dig enough, you can find it. And then there's one gentleman on YouTube, I have to hand it to him. He gives you the breakdown of everything you need to do from step one all the way to the end to go ahead and have a successful real estate business working from home. The guy's good, and he's a youngster, but he's really good, and he's a gentleman. Next week I'm going to put him up because you know what? I want people to know how, and he doesn't charge for it. He doesn't even have an upsell. So you know what? That put a lot of perspective on for me. I said, wow, this guy, and he has it down. He really does. How I found that out is because someone came to us to go ahead. Like I said, we do a lot of loans for house flippers or house flippers that are going to hold the houses for a while. And then on top of that, also you asked about the personal credit side. Do we do that as well? And we said, yeah. So here's the thing. We've been doing all these three things since 1989, and then we actually got heavy on the credit side, on the personal credit side, back in 93, actually in 93. We really got really heavy. We started in February 2000, and then we got really heavy into it in about 93. We're figuring some stuff out and doing the rules, and we've always had that. Everything else a lot of guys have is that it's the same stuff, just what do you put it? Regurgitate it in a different way. In other words, they're taking a leopard, turning it into and they painted the spots, and it's still the same. So the whole thing is, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always be where you've always been, and that's the absolute truth. So now, when I say absolute truth, means this: unless you change your course, it will be absolute truth. But here's one thing to remember: a tree will always be a tree, no matter what happens. It will always be a tree. Whether, I don't care what form it is, whether it burns down in ashes, it still was a tree. Or you cut it down and make chairs out of it, it still is a tree. But as a human being, you're not always what you are. You can always be something transformed, not changed. Change is just more, better, different. That's all change is. But when you transform, it's like the cocoon. It's like the caterpillar. The caterpillar turns into a cocoon, then the cocoon turns into a butterfly. And guess what? The butterfly never turns back into the cocoon or back into the caterpillar, does it? That's true transformation. Human beings can transform themselves, but we all delude ourselves and lie to ourselves and tell us X, Y, and Z instead of telling the truth about it to yourself and have the authenticity to say, you know what? I really don't want this, because if I did, I would be doing X, Y, and Z. It would show up in your life. Like today, yes, I postponed a half hour. Today here, and let you know, I have life like you. Man, the pipes in the house busted today because of the freezing temperature, 16 degrees, okay? I didn't think it was going to pop. And then on top of that, the circulated pump went out, so it didn't stop circulating in the hot water, so that froze. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff that happened today that of all days to happen on a training day. So I'm going to tell you, I have life like you, but you know what? Yeah, I postponed it a half hour. I was, I think I'll just go ahead and forget it. I've been working all day on this stuff, getting this, doing some other things. Billing department was late, sending out for bills. I mean, it was just kind of all kinds of just everything. So I'm telling you, folks, we're human. But you know what? I said, wait a minute. These people are counting me. I didn't have it Sunday because of Valentine's Day. Because, people are going to be out with their loved ones, going to dinner, whatever they're going to do. And okay, cool. And some don't have any loved ones, but, maybe they just wanted to chill. So that's why I did it on Monday. And then we're going to have it again on Wednesday. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I just want to let you know that we are here. We're here for you, but we have our lives too. Do you think I wanted to come on today? Because, oh man, I worked all day. I've done all this, that helped me. Got this, got stuff with the Home Depot, did this, have the dogs in the background now, have my whatever. So the thing is guess what? Welcome to life. This is the exciting part. This is where you get your authenticity about life. I wanted to actually be here. I even called my tech man, Keith, said, Keith, postpone it a half hour. Made the commitment right then when I said it. Postpone a half hour. That was my commitment. Or I could have told him, well, you know what? Let's just do it tomorrow because who cares what I feel like? I didn't feel like doing this, but now since I'm here, I'm like, I'm on. I'm ready. So let's go. Time to move. All right, so here we go. Off my soapbox. All right, 2021. Let me tell you, it's 12 months. It's 52 weeks, 365 weeks. 365 days, 8,760 hours. 525,600 minutes. It's 31,536 seconds. Are you making every moment count? Really? Are you going to lie to me when I can't even see you? Do you really make it count every second? I'm willing to bet $1 to a donut that if I hire someone to stay with you just for a week, you do not do what you say you would do. And then if we hired someone again with you, that would stay for you a week, that made sure you followed through and everything that you said, you would not be done probably till midnight. Then you will begin to find out some stuff is unnecessary. Then you hire someone else to see what you're doing, to say, cut this out, cut that out, delegate this, delegate that. Well, I don't know where to delegate. Then here, search it. I mean, there's ways. You can go to the Philippines and get it done. When you're building corporate credit, I don't mess around. Here's the thing. You have only 12 months each year. You have 52 weeks. What are you going to accomplish in 52 weeks? Those go by in a blink of an eye. 365 days is nothing. It'll blink of an eye. 8,760 hours. Think about that. I'm not going to even tell you what it is. You know what it is. So remember this. What are you really doing? And here's the thing. Could you imagine if you lived life in seconds? 31,530 seconds in a day. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Because each second, tick, 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 tick. And the reason why I broke it down is because a lot of you don't really see it that way. And the more you're empowered with time, because time is really relevant. See, people say they don't have time, but if you put it into a pie, you find a way to force things in. Like today, do you think that I was prepared? Oh, I put this in my calendar. It's on my sheet of my opportunity sheet to accomplish something in life today. All right, my opportunity sheet said, oh, you're going to have the pumping break on you and everything else, and you're going to have this circulating pump go out and all this other stuff, and you're going to have a freeze, and then blah, blah, blah. Yes, I put that on my time. No, I didn't. See, you guys, when I say you guys, it's all of us. And if it sounds like you, and you think I'm talking to you, maybe I am. But here's the beautiful thing about it. See, I'm not ashamed of knowing that I get dominated sometimes by time. You're going to be dominated one way or another in life. Either you're going to dominate the time or time will dominate you. Usually when time dominates you, you do nothing. Then a lot of people are afraid to get on the phones to make calls for their business. and calls to make money. Why? Because they know inside they don't deserve it, so they don't make the call. And someone right now is probably saying, no, 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 that's not true. Well, this came up, and that came up. Well, no, they happened. Well, someone said this. Look, all the excuses. When a person argues against something, you know then there's something about it. Again, when somebody argues against something, you know they have something about it. They have something on it, as we would say. There's something inside them that triggers them, and that's why they want to defend themselves. Because if we're really authentic and have authenticity, you would say, you know what? I just bottom line said, frick it, shut the front door. I'm not doing it. That's why. That's the most honest answer someone can really give. But again, inside of that, there is consequences, whether they're good or bad. Somebody say, great for you. Yeah, all right, cool. Now, are you going to start this tomorrow? Well, yeah, okay, good. We'll count on you tomorrow. Here's the thing. Consequences are not bad. There's consequences for being successful, which means in the beginning, the consequence, there's a lot of work you've got to do in the beginning. Then you got to get coaches around you as you start growing, other ideas for marketing, whatever it is, and coaching your time. Hey, wait, you know what? You delegate that. Get that out of your back. What's wrong with you? You've got to learn to be a space clearer where you clear the space for other people can show up in a way that are powerful for you and themselves and the team. So remember this, 12 months, 52 weeks. Again, what are you doing? What are you doing in a way that will make a difference in someone's life? See, here's the thing. Every day you get up just for your business, forget it. It's not happening. That's not enough to even motivate a moth. You heard what I said. What I'm saying to you is this. The most beautiful thing you can do when you get up for your business is, what contribution will my business make today for people around me or someone brand new? What opportunity today, when I call someone, do I have to go ahead and bring them money into their life? Today, I wake up today, what opportunity do I have today to make a difference in people today? What opportunity do I have today to make 10 calls and I speak to people, not just 10 calls and no one answers, but I dial 100 people and I get 10 people I speak to. What difference do I make in their life? See, as you're building your business through business credit and corporate credit, those are the things you want to begin to ask yourself. By me investing and starting my business and building my business credit, what difference am I making by building a business credit? There's a lot of difference, because eventually you think you're going to be just sitting where you're at today. Man, the first 90 days, yes, it's going to be kind of hectic because you're trying to get this, trying to get it done. You're working on this, that, and the other thing. My God, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, life comes at you like today for myself. The corporate credit gets you through. But all I want to say is the bottom line is that's not what I wanted to do, but I had no choice at the moment. I could call somebody and wait. No, I already knew what I needed. I got it. Boom, boom, boom. We worked on it, got it done. Don't have to do all that. The thing is, because I needed prontito, not like 4 hours later. So the thing is, I would just want to say to you folks is, remember what you're doing on a daily basis when you get out of bed. Before your feet hits the ground, wherever mantra you have, it should not be the mantra, oh my God, it's another day. What is that? Or wake up, oh God, it's so cold. Why don't you wake up knowing that, this is an opportunity day. This is where I have an opportunity to make a difference in my life. And if you're going to the same job, you've been there for 1,000 trillion years. The only reason why you hate it, you haven't turned it into something that's enjoyable. Even you're around whatever, you will have the worst employees around you. Remember, if someone says you're a butthead, all right, who has to be the butthead first before you hear it? They have to be the butthead. So remember, whatever name they call you, that's what's in their own heart against themselves, because if they love themselves enough, they would never, ever speak any evil speakings over themselves, yet alone over to another person. Think about that, folks. If you really love yourself, you would go out and make a huge difference no matter what. No matter what. There's too many examples in the world where people have gone out and even died for their things, for what they really knew was correct. Think about it, folks. What are you doing to make a difference in the world by building your business credit and by fixing your personal credit so you can move mountains? Now, When you lose your job or have an emergency, do you have a plan in place? Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for the problem? Safety credit, the line of defense. Here's another thing I want to tell you this, folks, is this. Do you have safety credit, like really? Personal side? Do you have safety credit in a business? See, business credit, they'll give you more money than they will give you on the personal side. You can have like 82 or 86 cards on the personal side, which that makes a big difference in the credit game because of the fact when you have that kind of cards, if you're ever late on the payment, it won't hurt you so much. But if you only have 5 or 6 cards, my God, it'll hurt you when you have, if you miss the payment. But here's the beautiful thing about it. Also, another thing, if you have a $500 card and you use $300 and $400, you're at 90% of the card use. Now that goes against you. And if you happen to have, though, a big credit lines, you can use a $500 card and max it to the hilt, and it won't affect you. See, a lot of you go after the small cards. You want to go after the bigger cards. That's why you want to start building your personal credit. And also, when you build your personal credit, you're building your business credit, or the business credit, then do the business, or do one or the other, and then get to the business side. The business side, you're going to rock and roll. So when anything ever shows up, you'll have a line of defense. You'll be able to plan on the problems. You know the problems are coming. Like I know someday, when you have a house, something's going to happen. I don't care what it is. And it's like this. Someone has a car and they're driving, and they never change the oil. They just check the oil. Oh, it's low. They put oil in it and drive again. Then all of a sudden they notice their tires are bald. They say, oh, I'll be all right. Then they get a flat tire, and all of a sudden now they start blaming the world. Oh my God, the tire, because you didn't do anything about it ahead of time. See, no one plans. Your car, when you have a car, you best plan. If you're walking, you best plan to buy new shoes. You're riding a bus, you got to plan on the bus being late. What are your alternatives? Everyone always says, well, you should be smart. Being smart is not being smart like another person. Each person has their own smartness. And if someone's telling you about being smart, those are the ones that usually are ignorant. Think about it. Look how many people told you in life, and look how ignorant they are. They're ignorant about money. Look at their money situation. Look what's going on in their life. Because they have things that are going on in the world that doesn't work. And the world keeps slapping them because they think their way is right. I'd rather be wrong and happy than right than miserable. The world is designed backwards. That's why you must plan on the problems, must plan on the safety credit. And what I mean by backwards is this, you guys. The world is backwards because guess what? It's going to give you those problems. It's going to set you up to think that you're smart, and you're not. But when you begin to realize you're not, you become more smarter because you start pulling from other areas to go ahead and have the wisdom. And then you get the wisdom through the experience of what you do and by traveling. You want to build your business to where you travel. This year, you're going to travel. Who are with us on this in our organization and the family? We're all going to go on a cruise this year. And you're going to write it off because we're going to have a live hands-on course on the cruise. But you can write it off because the rules say you can. But if you port, 3 hours a day training. Gotta have a class. If you're at sea, it's 6 hours, 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the late afternoon. Then you go have a lot of fun. You go get your massage after the morning, or you go to lunch, go to massage, or after the class, go massage, relax, get dressed, and go to dinner. Semi-dressed, semi-formal. Then we have one formal night and 2 semi-formals, and the rest are just casuals. Can't wear shorts, so casual slacks. But the thing is that you always plan on something going wrong. Not that you want it to go wrong. See, I know people understand what I'm saying when I say that. See, I plan it to go wrong, but I also plan the opportunity that it's not going to. Which means that since I plan on it, whatever I have planned, if I don't use it, I can use it. Things you got to think about. Remember this, folks. Life is very, how quaint life is. Because it's been around for 1,000 years. Don't you think that, I'm going to use the word caveman, don't you think the caveman had problems too? Think about it. No difference. It's just modern technology now. All right. Another thing we're going to learn here, when you learn in our course, you must learn this. You must learn this. And I say must. You must begin to understand the difference between Social Security and SS4. And I don't mean Social Security as retirement. That retirement for you is I'm gonna say anyone, because some people can be on it. If you get 1.5% a year increase, don't tell me you get excited, please. That is only to go ahead and get you through your business. Let me say what I mean by that. Your job is to have a business in place. If you're on Social Security or whatever you're on, retirement, whatever you're on, your job is to have a business and make sure the business that you work for pays you just the right amount so you don't have to pay taxes, because some Social Security is not taxable depending on whatever it is. That we have to check with your tax person. Oh, by the way, I will have for you next week that lady's name for you. And I have nothing. I'm going to tell you right now. I would tell you if I had any kind of, what do you call it, affiliate link, whatever it is. No affiliate link. This lady is good at what she does. She's an awesome woman. She will go ahead. She does great corporate taxes and personal taxes. And she'll tell you this. She's straight and she's good. She'll tell, okay, great. Get this done, then we can do this. I'm telling you, you've got to have, when I say you've got to, that's a harsh word for some people. One thing I say, it's interesting. You must, and I say must. Let me look for another word. Oh, here you go. It's wise to adequate yourself with the environment that you're in, whether you're big or small, to know what team members to put on your side. And like one, I'm going to give you one that she's good at what she does. Call her up. It's a YouTube link, I believe. I'll have you listen to her, then you can go call her and everything else. I've used her before, and she's awesome. I use her again. The thing is that she knows what she's doing. She's no joke. And she knows a lot of good write-offs that you folks can get that you're not even getting now in your business. Why? Because you don't have the right person. Also, another thing, there's many strategies that she's aware of. And on top of that, some of the strategies she's picked up from, I'm not going to say from who, but whatever. All right. Also, another thing, you want to learn how to use the SS form. There's two ways to use the SS form. We have one person that's using the SS form, and I don't know if he has gotten the information back yet, but you can use this tax ID from a tax ID. And the reason I say I had an opportunity to be on the phone last week, and I called and got through to the IRS. Can you believe that? Just ask a question. And so anyways, yes, but that has to be done paper, not online anymore. They took that away. Why? Because it was being misused, whatever that would mean. I'm not sure what it meant, but I think it's probably because people were probably doing stuff that shouldn't be doing. And that's the only thing I can take it. So now, I got tired of these. All right. So from that, what I just want to let you know, one of the things when you learn about this, one of the things you learn about the tax ID is, guess what? When you learn how to use it, you learn how to acquire more money. What did I just say? I'll say it one more time. We're saying one more time. When you learn the tax ID and how to use it, you'll make more money. Not only just in business credit, but also in your finances, in the business financing. See, you're going to learn how to go ahead and use your corporation or LLC, how to daisy chain and develop your credit that much more. Why would you want to not do that? Why? If your corporation had $100,000, would you not want your divisions to also to have $100,000, but not go through the headache that you went through? So what I'm saying to you is, when you watch through this, when you actually go through this, you're going to learn the art. What's there, the art, the art of war. Read that book. The art of war is awesome. This is almost, for me, it's a strategy that was learned long ago, but now I can see more of it to where it is the art of war. The art of war is learning what the line of defense is and how to develop 3 more divisions without going through the credit checks. How would you like that? That those 3 could develop the same amount, $100,000 on each division, and go through them without going through a credit check, and end up with the same amount of money. And ended up with the same amount of money. That would be $400,000. Come on, folks, it's easy to build $1 million, no problem. Someone to say, yeah, you got the $1 billion today on YouTube. I understand what they're saying. Is, hey, you're going to go to a bank. Banks will give you $50,000 whether you without tax returns. So you go to 10 banks, it's $500,000. Each bank, remember, tax ID is different. You can have 5 different bank accounts at one bank under a different tax ID, and they're all doing good, and they all can be offered the same credit. You end up with $500,000. Tax ID, folks. You've got to understand the art of war using the tax ID to grow your business. And it's easy. It's easier than fixing your personal credit. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. Yes, we do. That's what we do. We do fix personal credit with the people that join us as well. And then we have some courses now we're beginning to do without them because the COVID-19. So anyways, that's come up because a lot of people last year, I talked to you that in March, there was over 100,000 people that filed BK before the COVID-19 got into action. So something to learn about what we'll teach you. Also, most people are running out of time. Now, a lot of people don't understand when I say this one. They go, whoa, what do you mean? Here's what I mean by you're running out of time. You run out of time, running out of money, running up your credit. If you keep doing this, within 42 days, you bring the pain home. And running out of time, running out of money, run up your credit. Within 42 days, you bring the pain home. Running out of time, running out of money, running up your credit. Within 42 days, you bring the pain home. That's what you do. Forget about my rapping. I'm not going to make a career, okay? I promise. All right. So this is what I'm saying. People don't realize this is what happens. This is the whole situation. There's the timer. The timer's right there, folks. This is the stuff we get you out of. This is what I'm saying. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always be where you've always been. We're gonna have you learn how to walk over hot coals. Oh, we can't do that on the internet, can we? All right. Anyways, but what we have also, we're still planning at this point in time. We're still planning for May in Phoenix, a live training. Now, for those of you who want to actually come to the live training, there's some things you need to do. First of all, you got to go register with us. You got to register with us by going to www.corporatecredit-blueprints.com. www.corporatecredit-blueprints.com. Or go to, if you want to email us email, go to info@corporatecreditblueprints.com. info@corporatecreditblueprints.com. Want to email us your information? We'll give you a call and we'll give you the rundown what's going to go on. I'm going to hold a private meeting in a Zoom. I'm not going to put it on YouTube or even Facebook. So we're going to put an invite on YouTube to sign up, and we're going to have a link where you can actually just press the button and you can go sign up. All right, we'll do it like the big boys. Even though we're big boys, we just like to keep it simple. So now, also another thing is this: running out of time, running out of money, running up your credit within 42 days, and you bring the pain home. Think about that. Some of you have already done that. Some of you did that during the COVID-19. No more. This stops for you. We're not only going to teach you and train you to be a warrior in the business arena and building business credit. We're also going to teach you to be a massive warrior in both arenas, in the business arena, building credit, and the business arena and building your personal credit, getting it back on track. Absolutely. I don't care if it's so bad, it took you underneath the bridge, you're living underneath the bridge, we'll get you out from underneath the bridge. Remember, this is not about how many, it's not about how many cards you apply for. It's how much the cards are for that you apply for. And you got to figure out the game of, okay, how many inquiries should I have applying for a card? Is it worth taking a hit for $500, or is it worth taking a hit for 50,000 or 20,000? I think it'd be worth taking a hit for 20,000 and 50,000, but for $500, it's not worth taking a hit. If they do promise you a soft pull and not doing a hard pull, then cool. There's a lot of soft pulls out there. You got to look them up. We have them, and they straight look up. They don't do any hard pulls after that. So there's many things you can learn, many things we all learn together. Now, also another thing is this. Remember, most people waste over $140 per week. That's $600 per month. There's 4.3 weeks in a month. How much do you waste? How much do you waste when you go into a store? Do you really buy what you need, or do you buy do you buy what you need, or do you buy out of impulse? Impulse means, oh, why would you really need that? And someone asks you why you need it, you get upset and all pissy because you know it's true, because you have an addiction. You have an addiction because of the fact you think it's going to make you feel better for about 5 seconds when you buy it. How do you put it? That's being how do you put it? Oh, that's being in bed with your mind. Yeah, what are you going to do that for? That's crazy. Craziness. Now, for $50,000 though, folks, it's $612.26 per month. Now remember, most people waste $140 per week. That's over $600 per month. That's 4.3 weeks in a month. That's usually what people waste. Again, would you rather have $50,000 and only pay $612.26 for it? Or you want to go ahead and spend $20, $30, $100 on some useless items, even if it's clothes you don't really need? Think about it, folks. Think about this for a minute. Get it to a point where that it doesn't matter. Here's what I'm telling you here. The next thing is this. Then if you really got here, guess what you can do if you really wanted to? $612. What can I make with that? Let's see. Well, $50,000 is only $612.26 per month. Most people waste $140 per week. People have, just like I said, an impulse, an addiction to go ahead and buy because they want to feel good. Feel good's cheap. Feeling good is the most cheapest feeling you can ever get. I like long-lasting joy. Happiness is only because the world gives you happiness because you buy something. Joy is because you have joy, because you have opportunities at all times in your life to do something for other people, and then eventually it comes back to you no matter what. No matter what. Even people that don't understand why, even people that are selfish with their money, they're stingy, which means that they always want more. I got to get this, I got to get this. And they're trying to find a way to get it from somebody else. In relationships, people do that all the time. What for? Forget it. It's not worth it, because they'll suck your business dry and your energy dry. No matter how strong you are, you've got to be careful of those kind of people. You got to dump them, or they say, wake up, man. You know what? Things are good, but guess what? If you keep doing what you're doing, you won't survive the world that way. The way you survive the world is by you taking care of the world and giving back into the world, because then the world will give back to you. It will, I promise. And it's not always in the way you think. Because the way you think, remember I said earlier, is it really the way you think, or is it the way you think that someone told you how to think? Something to think about. But now, if you have this kind of money, all right, again, like I said, you waste over $140 a week, $600 per month. That's 4.3 weeks in a month. Well, that is a pizza shop. You can get a pizza shop that's starting a business with that 50K. Stop wasting money. Stop wasting money on frivolous things. Oh, I like that. Who cares what you like? Is it really going to produce an outcome? This is what everyone's been selling you on the internet since the coronavirus. Yes, there is an opportunity out there for everybody, but a lot of people are using the opportunity to take advantage of people, and that doesn't produce what they're saying. Here's the only thing I can tell you. Even though I have a lot of bones to pick with the people that do the personal credit, because they don't tell people the true consequences of it. Yes, consequence, hey, you can get 800, 750, million, 2 million, million and a half, okay, in personal credit. Nothing wrong with that. But they don't tell them the outcome. Some people aren't wise with it yet. It takes wisdom to have that kind of money. Now, hold on now, because they go buy this and go buy that. Next thing they know, and leveraging money is not always what you might think it is. Then also building your corporate credit side. You have now $500,000 and $1 million, $2 million, $5 million. What opportunities are you going to provide for others so your opportunity can be born as well? See, it's not about you. It's about what you can do to produce for other people, and then you will be taken care of. It's that simple. What's the old saying? Give them what they want, and then you'll get what you want. That's how simple it is. And you can have your own thing. Stop wasting money on frivolous stuff. Well, it's only $1. Think how many times you did that and you spent $2 or $3 extra over here because you wanted to buy this because I need it so bad. I gotta have it. I need it. Oh, stop it. I'm not saying don't go on trips. I already told you we're gonna go on a cruise, but we get to write it off. We get to write it off the top. See, you got to begin to design your life where you have benefits. Your personal life does not give you any benefits. It gives you worldly problems. The corporation side gives you worldly appetites that you can fulfill in the proper way. Why? Because man designed it for themselves inside of the United States, which I told you about, so they can have goodies. But unfortunately, they're not going to tell you the games to the goodies, but it's goodies for you too when you C Corp, not an LLC, but when you do a corporation, you have everything any other organization, any other company has. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, let's move on. Cool. Never bring the pain home. All right, remember this, when you build your credits under an SS4, you can go ahead and guess what? You can build it so you can go ahead and set up divisions, the opportunity to build credit, to finance your ultimate dreams, and the opportunities are endless, and that is true. You're going to learn about Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and also Dun & Brad, how to use them. Has anyone ever taught you how to self-report? What's that? Oh my God. Has anyone taught you how to go ahead and self-report on others? Oh my God, you can do that? Oh, please. Folks, this world is we haven't even begun. Well, let me get going here. All right, cool. Here we go. I got a signal from my guys. Hurry up. You can get behind time. All right. Here's another thing. Here's what a lot of you are looking for. Here's what a lot of you are looking for. On here, I guarantee you there's one thing you're looking for. I have another list to show you, but not today. All right. You're either looking for a fleet, which is Ford. Let's say Ford. Doesn't have to be Ford. A fleet one. I just put Ford there because there's a recent approval we have. Ford. All right. Pilot J. I'm going to tell you, Pilot J, if you're brand new, if you're just have a tax ID number and a checking account, you're good to go. But I would have everything in place. Here, I'm going to tell you. This is what you want to place if you're going to call Pilot Flying J. The reason why I want to tell you that, what you want to place, is because guess why? You are going to go ahead and begin to know how to put something together. And you don't have to have, when I say this, I would have this because remember, they're going to report to Dun & Brad and Business Experian on you. Now, with that said, guess what? You need to go, when you get your business, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. It could be the non-incorporated business. It could be the LLC or a C Corp, because you can always upgrade to a corporation. One, have your name either registered in the state or in the county. Get a tax ID. Get your DUNS number. Get your number listed in 411. Have a small, inexpensive mini, not a mini-me. Have just a one-page website that says what you do, address, name of business, your web address, and make sure it's a .com and your 800 phone number. All right? Or you can use what did the 614. That's registered too. I just do that one because that's a hotline. They get through there. They'll bypass a lot of stuff. They just, if they get someone, it'll be this. Someone can answer the phone and they'll patch you right through. But another thing is this: you want Costco, maybe you want Sears, Office Depot, Amazon, Tractor Supply, Exxon, Fuel Man. Some of your truckers out there, truckers, you want Fuel Man. In fact, today had someone call me today about the Pilot 5J. They said, "Hey, is this really true? I could get that." Yep. Now, inside of all the stuff I told you I have to do today, my God, I had to take care of that too on the phone. Then there's some paperwork I took care of for someone today too. It was very important that I get it done because not only I said it would, but it was just important to get it done. And I got it complete and sent it over to them. And I had 3 people review it, and I had it corrected like 4 times. I mean, everything was fine, but it's the wording. But at the end of that, I mean, there's stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy stuff we do for you. Best, like Costco, Best Buy, Lowe's, Apple, Shell, wherever you're at, RTS, Roofing Plus. What about Roofing Plus is, huh? Okay. Fuel Man. Here's what I want to let you know. Somewhere on this, you want something. And this is where we can also show you on here that we have many programs. We have even programs that expedite. We have programs like this. When you get done building your corporate credit, when you get done building your corporate credit in 90 days, when I say done, that means you have your done's number. Doesn't mean you're done and finished forever. Building your business is one area you're going to learn in life, but to keep learning how to structure and building your business credit is an ongoing learning process forever. I've been learning and been doing since 1985. I still have mentors I go to and talk to, or sometimes I talk to them and give them ideas. Let me give you, I don't have time to give you the idea. Darn. All right, I'll do it Wednesday. If someone in the room reminds me about real estate, I'll tell you some of the stuff that I've been doing with some of the people out there. It's creative, but you've got to be, now, you're going to invest a little money in the business, but I'm telling you, it really works if you're going to go ahead and lease out a home. All right. Let's say you're going to go ahead and take one of those home flip homes, and you're going to say, you know, I'm going to hold on to it for maybe 5 years and lease it out, but give the people option to buy. All right. So you're going to do a 30, due in 5. All right. So now you make those payments, but now you have 5 years to do, which makes sure people get on their feet, whatever. Here's another thing. I had some guy today, again. Yeah, I need help pretty soon here. Some guy calls, say, hey, look, I have clients. I want to go ahead and do I'm going to do a loan with them. It was a hard money lender. I understand you fixed credit. I saw your thing with Jigger online and blah, blah, blah. I heard you on YouTube. He goes, can you fix my client's credit within the next 4 years so they can go ahead and get a home loan? I said, well, if they're willing to follow the work and do what they do, what we instruct them to do, of course. I can't force or take the horse to the water. I can't force them to drink. He said, that's good enough for me. All right, I'll put that in the contract. Say they must follow what you say. There you go. That's simple. It's not going to cost them that much. These people making a small investment, not way under $200, put it that way. But here's what I'm just telling you. The bottom line is that they get everything done. Now he's going to go work that. Now once and he goes, well, okay, I'll have some more people for you. Okay, so he does. This is what I'm saying. I didn't plan on this. All this stuff came with this other broken stuff. And tomorrow I got to make some calls because someone called today. Took the number and told him we were busy. I'm like, hey, what could I do? So another thing is this. There's something on this list that you want. Next thing, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is what you're going to learn from us. If you're going to have your corporation, eventually, you want to have your divisions down here. It could be an LLCs. I don't care if they're LLCs down here. I don't care all day long. But you want to have one for real estate, one for some other business, and one for whatever, okay? You want to have your 3 businesses down here that you're going to do. This way, you can, this way you can go ahead and have a business. If it doesn't work, you don't have to sweat it because you're not going to bring the pain home. Remember, debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. And borrowed money is not, guess what? Taxable. Borrowed money is not taxable. So you're better off in a situation in the moment if you have $1 million bucks, $1 million ready to move for your people, that's OPM, other people's money. You have that available to you to do what you need to do. Then your personal side's all handled because you have your personal credit straightened up. We have also, if you have a big situation that needs to be done, we have somebody here today. Also, he's here most of the time. In fact, every time. I say most of the time, it's every time. But he'll handle a lot of the big stuff. Why? Because he's good at what he does. We refer you over to them. They'll take it. If you have like 5,182 kind of problems on your personal credit, he be the man. Trust me. He be the man. He is good. We'll refer you only to the expert that will do great quality work for you. If you have a problem, give us a call, and I'll personally make sure the guy calls you. I'll even do a 3-way call to see if he's available on the phone to make sure he gets hold of you right then and there. All right, now, to set up to build your credit for your EIN. This is what most people don't tell you. Write this down. I don't care if you don't write anything else. Write this down because this is what you always want to know. When you begin building your business credit, you want to start off with 5+ accounts reporting. 5 accounts reporting. 5 experience accounts reporting. In other words, you have the experience of ordering. There's got to be 5 accounts reporting. Apply for all retail credit tier. Okay, this applies for all the tiers I'm going to give you. The next level after 5, you want to go after 8 accounts reporting. There are 8 experience of them reporting business credit you paying on time. This is where you now begin to get to the fleet credit when you get to here. Then with the 14+ accounts reporting, again, you have 14 accounts with 14 accounts showing your business paying experience. And this is now where accounts reporting 10,000 or higher limits to get cash credit. When you're in your 8 accounts, that's why in the beginning we give you the stuff that have high account credit limits. And one of them is Crown Office Supply. That everybody knows is not a secret, but Crown Office Supply. We give you other stuff to apply for. Again, another thing today, if you want credit, and if even if your credit's horrible, I can still get you a line of credit. I don't even tell you where you can get a line of credit. 5-star credit, 5-star credit, or 5-star master credit building, 5-star reporting. Go there. 5-star. They're awesome. If you have good credit, guess what? They're not even going by your credit. What I'm saying by 300, what they do is they do a soft pull and that's it. They just want to see where you're at. Since the soft pull tells them, they're going to give you credit based on that. The lowest score at 300, if you're at the lowest at 300, if there's such a thing as 200, you'll still get a credit line for $200. And from there, you can build. This is business credit. See, your whole thing between now and the 8, you want to start applying and getting bigger credit limits. Then when you start doing the 14, because you got to have 14 cards, so from 8 you got 6 more to go. Some things you're going to replace because you're not going to want to do certain 30-day accounts. Now the 30-day accounts or 40 or 55-day accounts, I don't mind doing those. I can handle 55 days. I don't like 30 days because no matter what you do, you still have to pay. American Express, you can get a little better terms sometimes, maybe 45 days, but the thing is it's usually 30. So I'd rather take that car over Quill. Yeah, I can still order Quill at least from American Express, but I'll have at least, maybe $500,000 to $2 million worth of credit line on it, all right, through the Platinum. And then once you build that up, you keep building that up. And then also we have a way to show you how to build your limits. What if I told you can go ahead and take a $10,000 credit card, if you know how to use it properly and leverage it properly, you can turn that into $100,000. You can turn that into $1 million. When I say easy, I didn't say it's microwavable. I said it's easy, but it does take some time. It'll take about maybe 6 to maybe a year, depending what you do and don't do. And we show you. You can do it even faster with other areas. It's crazy. There's a lot of stuff you can do. All right, so these are the 3 tiers that I tell you that you really want to work on when you're working with your business. When you're first starting out, get those 5. Get those 5 going. Once you get those 5 going, we can go get the 8. We can go get the 8 cards. And here's the thing, it doesn't hurt your credit. It doesn't hurt when you apply for it. But when you apply for personal credit, man, they slap you around because they don't want you to have personal credit, or they really don't want you to make it on personal credit because that's not what it's designed for. The reason why Bezos is good at what he does, he figured out the game. I can go use other people's money to make my money and pay them with what people pay me, just like Walmart, Sam's, Costco, what do you call it? The Apple, places where you make your watches. I mean, shoes. What's it? Louis Vuitton. Same thing. You think he buys the leathers to make his shoes? Come on, guys. I know you know better than that. No, he doesn't. He gets on credit. Then he makes the shoes, and whenever you buy the, $5,000 shoe that looks like a Nike shoe, hey, okay, cool. Then you help him make his payment. Just remember this. Any business that you see that's kind of like, when you say, well, they're very successful. They're only successful because they understand the game. You want to learn the game? Come and play. We got to show you what to do. Here's this way. Our coach is here to work with you, to assist you in getting you set up. All right? To have your corporation be fundable, to have your LLC be fundable, even to have your unincorporated being fundable. But the only thing is, with an unincorporated, you've got to at least turn that into an LLC or C Corp best, but LLC within a year. Within a year, you'll have enough money in a year by doing business to go ahead and do that and take it out. Now, also on top of this, remember this. All you do is win, win, win. All you can do is win, win, win with corporate credit blueprints. Just remember that. All you can do is win, 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 no matter what, with corporate credit blueprints. Just give us 90 days. Give us 90 days. That's all we need to get you on the road to $1 million, which means you're on your road means you have all your 5 things reporting, the 5 experiences reporting. You've done your due diligence, which means you've done the homework. You've called your lenders. You ask them, when is your reporting date? Or when is the end of when's my closing statement date? When's my closing statement date for this bill? That closing statement date is the day you want to make sure your bill is paid so it gets reported to Business Experience, Dun & Brad, and Equifax. You want to ask them again, what day is my closing statement? The closing statement is usually before your billing date. So remember that. That even works, same thing in personal credit cards. Call them up and ask them when your billing date is, blow the $500 in one card and pay the $500 at one time. Boom. So when it reports, you show 100%, nothing there. Paid on time. 500 used, 500 paid. You will look like a charm. Also, another thing is this. Give us 90 days. Here's what you want to also do. You want to learn to go ahead and 4 points of income, real estate, franchises. Also, guess what? You want is profit sharing, leveraging money, and credit. There's a lot of things to go with this. You know what? Here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. For those of you listening tonight, the code is, let me see what they tell me to give. Okay. The code is 1947. The code is 1947. YouTube, even on Facebook, even though this didn't happen on Facebook, I'm going to give it to you anyways. 1947. For those of you that want to go ahead and build their business and be looking someplace to play their home, want to give us the test, to test us out, I don't have a problem with that. It's like going on dates. After 90 days, you figure out you want them. Sometimes the first date, you really know. Okay. So here we're going to go ahead and do. If you call us or email us and you wait to the end of this, I'll give you what we're going to do. So don't be afraid to be rich. $25,000 to $100,000 of credit, a corporation setup, buying your first property through a division of the corporation, a franchise being funded. Oh, and I just spilled the beans. Why not have a business, financial property through the business? Why not go ahead and guess what? Have your corporation go ahead and get a hard money loan to go ahead and flip a house. Why not a 30 doing 5? Now 180 working days from now means there's a lot of stuff that you need to do, that you must take care of. This is where people let life get in the way. Because there's stuff, I want that. But is it really like you want that when you go to the store and just buy that knickknack that's worthless? This is where you invest in yourself. This is where you did this. What if I told you if you invested in yourself and you built it and you did it, and if you let us do it, if we did it for you, at the end of 180 days, you would have, back up, you would be able to apply for at least $30,000 lines, at least 4 of them. 30, 30, 30, or maybe a lot of 10s or 15s. Either way, about 120. And on your report, you'll have a beautiful report because you'll follow everything we tell you what to do. You'll have a report showing you have $120,000 reporting to all the proper credit bureaus so you can go ahead and get those lines. Then now we can daisy chain it to the divisions. Oh my God. But this is what we're going to do. And a franchise being funded. Think about that for a minute. How's that possible? Oh, very interesting. Stop being afraid of being a millionaire. Have $1 million in the bank, dream house, owning $5 million in real estate, owning franchises. Here's your goal for the next 12 months. If you join us, there's a special course that I have that you'll end up doing this. The thing is, guess what? We do this with some other people that are already millionaires doing this. And you see the background? You can be in that background. I want to let you know, folks, there is no reason. And if you read John 3:16 down the bottom, stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Also, another thing, if people give you a chance to work and you don't take that opportunity, the thing is guess what? You're missing an opportunity because that's what you're going to do with your business. Whatever excuse you make that when someone gives you an opportunity to work to make, when I say make good money, I'm talking good money at least anywhere between at least a minimum of $7,000 to $18,000. There's a lot of stuff you can be doing with that money to enhance your business. And then you're free. And then you can train someone else to do it for you. We'll allow that. You can train someone else to do the calls and stuff for you, and you pay them whatever you want out of your money. Folks, I'm telling you, it's real crazy and it's real awesome at the same time. Here's what I wanted to say to you. What I told you about tonight, again, I messed this one up. Corporate Credit Blueprints. It's corporate credit blueprints.com. Corporate credit blueprints.com. www.corporatecredit-blueprints.com, or give us a call at 888-471-4252, extension 2001, or give us a call at area code 614-349-8242, 614-8242. And remember, I told you the code is 1947. That is for only 20 people we're doing this for. That's it. For 90 days, we'll let you sign up, and it won't cost you a penny. But you've got to sign up between now and the end of February. The last day of February, that's it. We're starting the course on the 15th of March. After that, that's it. I'm giving you a course that is $19.97 for free for 90 days. For free. We're going to give you all the goodies. Not charge you a penny. Again, if you want to, go to register at www.corporate-credit-blueprints.com. Again, that is www.corporate-credit-blueprints.com. I call you to action right now to go ahead and do this. I rarely do this. 20 tops. I don't know why. And included in that package will be also, if your personal credit is all jacked up, we're going to fix that for you as well. We'll get it going for the first 90 days to see what we can get done for you in 90 days. So you'll have 2 gifts by coming in. And on top of that, we will not do any of this on YouTube. This will be private, and only people in the private room will get the, guess what? Get the training that we have. All right, it'll be done through I think through Vimeo, no, Zoom, but will be Vimeo will get it, and we'll give it to you for your own training purposes. We're not going to put it on YouTube. We're not going to put it on Facebook. We're going to put it nowhere. All right, and those of you that are already part of us, you are able to join us as well. And the thing is that you just got to be willing to play. That's it. No worries. All right. So I just want to say good night, folks. There's the gift. There you go. So I want to say good evening, good night, and most of all, remember this: you have a great evening. God bless all of you. May God prosper you, and may you be prosperous in everything that you do. And remember this: wake up tomorrow morning and ask yourself, what opportunity do I have to make a difference in someone's life or in the world? Whatever you're up to, or better yet, how can I say hi to someone and just make their day by, you know what? Tell the person they're an awesome human being and walk on by. All right, folks. We'll see you later. Good night and good luck.